Today on the channel, we've got one of the original X-Men. We've got Jean Grey on The Way I Got It Figured.
The Way I Got It Figured.
What's up, figure fans? I Got It Figured back with another X-Men 97 Marvel Legends review. This time we're looking at Jean Grey from the X-Men 97 line, as I already mentioned. And we've kind of had like opportunities to get Jean of late. We had the VHS one, which had sort of like cartoon styling with it, the animations, kind of look. And I almost got it, but I didn't. Once I found out that this one was coming out, I just said, well, I'll just wait and see what this one looks like. I was actually happier getting this one, so of course I went ahead and did that. And we're going to see what we've got. So you see Jean here in the package. She got an alternate head and some extra hands. So she comes with actually a variety of hands. She's got like a mental gesturing hand, a fist, and some, I guess I want to call them TK hands, like where she has got to really concentrate if she uses both hands. Nice extra head. Pretty decent artwork. And of course, in the show, she is not wearing this head. She's not wearing this hairdo yet in the show. So I'm guessing that this is her in the early part of the episodes when it was Madeline, and then this is her after that. We shall see. And of course, you got your cross cell, same as always. And then you got your product shot of Jean with the alternate head. Alright, so we're going to get Jean out and see what we can see. Here is Jean out of the package. And of course we got her accessories. She comes with an alternate portrait, which, as we know from the show, I guess is supposed to be this is like Madeline with the hair down, and Jean traditionally wears the hair up in a ponytail. And the ponytail does come off. I guess more for posability than, for it to just come off, but you do have that. And then she has some power gesturing hands that I would say probably is for the telekinetic part of her powers. And looking at Jean herself, she could be doing telepathy with this hand. She could even be doing telekinesis with this hand. Use the force, Luke. And she does have a fisted hand. Looking at Jean herself, because the portrait is, it's pretty cool. I think that might be the main draw. A lot of people are okay with the VHS version. I don't have that version. I'm using these X-Men 97 guys to actually fill out my X-Men collection. But this is, from what I understand, an all-new body. And it's, it's pretty nice. It's Jean, of course. And as for the overall look, it does capture the look quite nicely. Even if she is a little bit slight, but that's okay. I don't mind. In regards to her articulation, we'll get started with that. So Jean's articulation, she has a T-pose up to about there, and she's got these molded shoulder pads, I guess you want to call them. They don't come off, but they move to accommodate the arm motion. Obviously bicep curl, and she does have pinless double jointed elbows. Wrist rotates like that. Fist rotates like that. And of course, you can swivel it. Ab crunch is not that great. Crunch to about there. Goes back farther, perhaps to a slightly unrealistic degree. She doesn't have a two-stage ab. It's all just one piece. There's no split in the abdomen there. Obviously, she does twist at the waist. Thigh swivel. That's about the extent of her split. Kicks up at a decent height. Doesn't really kick back much without stressing this. Double jointed knees. Fairly deep ankle. Twist it like that. Twist it like that. Up to about there. So even though she's losing a little bit of articulation around the waist, I think it's okay because, you know, you can do kind of all the stuff you want to do with Jean with that much articulation. Doesn't look down that far. Her neck is also a part of this torso. It's all one piece. And while I haven't looked into it, maybe that might be some of the complaints that people are having, but it works. Probably gonna do one of these. I run like a little flight pose. And of course, we're gonna have to swap out the head. It's the ball joint. And like all Marvel Legends, females with long hair, you do lose some neck articulation. You don't want to turn the head so far because then it'll unrealistically kind of, it'll look strange. But it does look nice, particularly if she's going to be standing in kind of a standing pose. Try and do one of these just real quick. I like that she can, with minimal adjustment, you know, she can stand in a fairly dynamic pose here. So yeah, definitely gonna give her high marks for that, even if she's losing a little bit in articulation. So let's look at that. Next, we will do some comparisons. First up for comparisons, we'll bring in X-Men 97 Storm. They're best friends, so, you know, gotta have Storm. Can't have Jean without Storm. It's a big part of her life. Probably should have straightened out Storm's cape a little bit. But there you go. Storm, they stand roughly the same height. Just to show how large she is, we'll put in Bishop. I don't know, Bishop's supposed to be that big, but hey, as tall as he is, he's not the tallest figure I'm going to be showing with Jean, but there he is with Jean. X-Men Gold team. And of course, we will put her next to fellow all different X-Men, Colossus, who's not even all the way in the frame, because that's how large he is. All right, next up we've got Colossus, and he's much larger even than Bishop. Had to adjust the camera for him. Obviously can't have Jean without Logan. So here's Logan standing with Jean. They've got history as well, as we know. And finally, bring in Cyclops. She almost looks like she's scaled to be with Cyclops in a sense. You know, more reasons than one. Yeah, there you go. That's your comparisons. She definitely looks cool. Mixes right in with the X-Men, as she obviously should. So we're definitely going to move on now to final thoughts. Final thoughts on X-Men 97, Jean Grey, Marvel Legends. I think she's a really good figure. They did make some changes and sacrifices in her articulation, but the way they went about it, I mean, I think it's fine. I definitely don't feel like I need to get the VHS version of her. In my Cyclops video, I kind of felt like I need to get the VHS version for the different head, but Jean is fine by me. It'll work out well. So yeah, I'm gonna give this figure, I'm gonna give her a 9. I think she's really good. Can't give her a 10 because they did take away some articulation, but it's nowhere near as bad as the Emma Frost figure for the Astonishing X-Men last year. That figure is practically a statue. And you know, if you want to complete the Astonishing X-Men team, which now they've announced Astonishing Wolverine, so it kind of makes you feel like you need to have her, then maybe display an Astonishing X-Men team so that she can stand there, because that's basically all she can do. But this isn't about Emma. This is about Jean, and she's a pretty good figure. I showed her off in a pretty dynamic pose. You can see that she'll stand like that. So, you know, there's value in her as an action figure, and so I'm going to give her a 9. I think that's a good one for her. All right, so we're almost through the X-Men 97 figures. Next one will be, well, in a sense, Gene again. So stay tuned for that sometime next week. And I'm going to leave it there. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We are growing our subscribers, and we want to keep everybody coming back with great videos. If you have any suggestions, certainly don't hesitate to give them. I do take them all into account. Half the reason I'm getting these X-Men figures is from a suggestion from a commenter. So I'm putting it into practice right in this very video. You can be assured that I'll continue to do that. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off now. See you all on the next video. Till then, everybody stay safe. Peace.
The way I got it figured.